Oklahoma, huddle up. It's time to go inside the high school huddle on Hot 93.7 FM and streaming worldwide on GuthrieSportsPage.com. The high school huddle will take you where you want to go with coaches, players, your phone calls, texts, and tweets. Join the huddle and let's talk high school sports with your hosts, Chris Evans, Casey Porter, and Phil Nichols.
And a good rainy Wednesday evening to you here on the High School Huddle. We are presented by Legacy Wealth Advisory Group. Alongside Casey Porter and Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans, and we welcome you here as we get set for another exciting week of high school football, and there are a slew of great games. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit, but there were some good games last week as well. We got to see McGinnis last week with our own eyes, and so we'll talk some 5A football. Can Carl Albert be taken down? That's one of the big games this week is Carl Albert and McGinnis. So we'll
Carl Albert can be taken down, but there's only one team in the state of Oklahoma that can do it.
Two.
No, there's one.
Who?
Carl Albert.
Oh.
Take themselves down?
Yes, that is correct. It would take a slew of penalties, a slew of turnovers, and just a whole myriad of things to go wrong.
Everything would have to go wrong for CA to lose this year.
Yeah, I see the if I were to do the rankings, I would have Carl Albert 1, Ardmore 2.
Yep, no doubt.
McGinnis 3, Altus 4 in the 5A rankings. Right?
Well,
exactly right.
Yeah, and we'll see after this weekend. I mean, McGinnis just because of, they made it to the finals a year ago, but Altus is pretty good.
Yep, they are. McGinnis
no flex bone.
McGinnis sealed the deal against Guthrie in the final minute of that game. They won by 10, 31-21. And so we got to see the Piedmont transfer, Dominic Richardson, 26 carries, 190 some odd yards, kind of a ho-hum night for him. Nothing real big.
I need to take this opportunity to apologize to Casey Porter because I said he was the best running back in 5A, and he's not.
Dadrian Taylor?
Yes. Casey got it right.
Yeah, that's what I went with too.
You did too?
Yeah, I did. But I wanted to see, with my own eyes. It was going to be tough to beat what I thought Dadrian Taylor, a junior, and we'll get a few more looks at both of them because Taylor's a junior and obviously.
I don't think either one of them are as good as the freshman tailback at Stillwater, though.
Quantrill.
That's who I think the three elite running backs that I've seen with my own eyes this year. Kid out of Stillwater is the best of those.
Now, if you'd have reversed the order and seen Richardson first, do you think that would have made any difference?
No, because I was looking at just what they can do on the field.
Yeah.
And actually the best pure running back as far as cuts, seeing lanes, vision, burst, all the things you want to see.
Walker.
No, I think it's the kid from Stillwater. I don't even think it's close.
I think the kid from you said a kid from Stillwater.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I'm saying.
Oh, Walker?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, he's absolutely.
More physical.
I think
Physical,
Dadrian
everything.
Taylor has the most physical ability.
Yes.
He's the biggest, the fastest. That kind of thing.
But he can't slash. He's more of a slasher. Eric Dickerson, I heard you refer to because he runs upright, but the Walker kid from Stillwater.
He's the complete back. He is a running back in every sense of the term.
He doesn't get hurt. And if he progresses, there's a
well,
lot of ifs.
You're
talking about a young
Lee
kid,
now.
right? But if he doesn't get hurt and he keeps progressing, he's got a chance to be pretty special.
The thing I like about him, and you always have to wait on running backs until they do get hurt because it's not a matter of if.
See how they respond.
It's a matter of when, and then you got to figure out how good they're going to be after that happens, if that makes any sense.
That does.
And the thing about him, though, that I do like is that he's slippery enough and he's elusive enough to where he doesn't take direct shots. You have that upright guy like a Jason Taylor and even a Dominic Richardson for that matter. They take a lot more direct shots, so their bodies take a whole lot more beating.
And we can't forget about the kid down at Lawton too, Lawton High School, which Stillwater will see. And I think he's pretty physical as well. So it'll be we're talking about top 4 or 5 rushers in the state of Oklahoma too. So the Lawton kid. So it'll be a great game. Stillwater 5-0. We're kind of getting ahead of here.
Pretty cool, though.
They're at Lawton 3-2. Lawton's played just a tough schedule, too. And Lawton's playing really good football right now. Obviously, Stillwater is. And Stillwater just has a couple big hurdles in front of them. And the Pioneers are looking at a 7-8 win type season for them this year.
Yeah, I think this week is going to be a mighty, mighty challenge for them. This would – you have a sophomore quarterback, you have a freshman running back, you're on the road, you're a million miles away.
Yeah.
You're by far, in my opinion, playing the best team that you've faced all year. I know Mustang's good.
Who they have? I'm sorry, I was
Lawton. And they're playing a team in Lawton who made the finals a year ago, so you're kind of playing some swag, if you will.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing a team that's going to roll in to their own facility feeling like they're one of the best teams in the state of Oklahoma. This is a different animal for the Pioneers this week.
Yeah, it is. There's no doubt. But I'll tell you what, I think it's going to be a heck of a ball game, and I do think it's not like we're saying Stillwater doesn't have a chance. I think they do. But you're right. It's going to be a tough battle for them. But they've got the pieces.
I'll put it to you this way. If I were to ask you, let's say, if I were to say, okay, this game's going to go sideways, which way would you say it went sideways?
Lawton on the high side.
Right.
That's what Stillwater's up against, I think, this week.
Right.
Hey, before we get to, I don't want to forget this note, but Ponca City Wildcats in the win column. They got in there. Wildcats 14-12 over Bartlesville.
Did Enid lose?
Enid got shut out by Choctaw, 37-0.
Juggernaut, 14-12.
Yeah.
Good for those kids. That's good.
Absolutely.
That's really good.
We were hoping for one win at least, and I think they play Sapulpa later. I think
those
that's
poor Bartlesville kids. Goodness.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Like Sand
Talking
Springs
about a rough
isn't
year.
that good this year either.
Yeah. No, they're.
Sand Springs just knocked off.
Yeah, I think they were.
They beat.
I think they were off this past week.
Was it the week before they beat?
Sand Springs is a game that it theoretically is winnable for Ponca City, I think.
Boy,
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Because they just beat a really. I'm trying to remember who the week before last, but they beat a good football team. 'Cause I remember when I heard it, I thought,
we played in Sand Springs one time and it's play ball, and then we got down and it looked like we weren't going to be able to stop them.
No, not Norman North, but
and then as soon as it looked like we weren't going to stop them, all of a sudden, hey, I see lightning.
Yeah.
Let's get on the bus. Safety first.
And at least on my notes, Guthrie got the win that night because Sand Springs played an ineligible player.
Matt Denning, you know Matt Denning, don't you?
Yeah.
He will not remember this, but he was coaching Legion one year back when I was coaching for Stillwater. And we come to Guthrie, and, of course, we're winning the whole game, and it's pouring rain. Okay? Hey, do you want to stop this thing? Of course, we're winning Stillwater.
Yeah.
No. So it's pouring rain, and finally they score like 8 runs in the 5th inning because it's pouring down rain, and take like a 12-11 lead.
Yeah.
Ball game.
Terrible weather out here.
Thanks a lot.
It's a wrap.
As soon as Guthrie took the lead at that point. Ball game.
You got to get them any way you can, Case.
Yeah.
Of course, we are bearing the lead here a little bit because we had a showdown, a fantastic ball game in Owasso, Oklahoma. In Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And the Union Redskins in double overtime take down Owasso 44-41. Owasso with their first loss of the year.
Dogs.
I'm still riding the Owasso train all the way to the bitter end. The first thing I told Chris, I called him and said, "Well, you were right about that." And he goes, "Yeah, I tried to warn you." I said, "You know what I got to say?" He goes, "Well," I said, "It's gonna be hard to beat them twice."
Yeah.
So
well, and the good thing about that, and we saw this with Jinx and Union many times.
Yeah.
Let's take a team that's winning the first half versus the team that's losing the first half. The reason why the team that's losing does better in the second half usually is because they actually have adjustments to make.
Right.
If you're winning, what are you saying at halftime? You're saying, okay, let's keep doing what we're doing,
what
right?
you're doing.
Whereas the other team's changing things up and they're making adjustments.
Yeah.
So the winning team of the first time around is going to say, hey, guys, let's just do what we did last time, right? Whereas the team that lost, they're going to put in 3 or 4 little wrinkles. They're going to make these adjustments here and those adjustments there. And so and a lot of times the team that did lose the first game because of that X and O factor does definitely have an advantage.
You always hear coaches, we're glad to come out here, but we really got to get better in a lot of areas. Our kicking game needs to get a lot better. We could have ran the ball a little bit better. And that's my fault. So I think that's part of the it's not just those coaches, it's college and pro coaches too.
Mm-hmm.
But
you hear that a lot when teams win too.
Yeah. I forgot. I'll go back real quick before we go back to that. Sand Springs defeated UConn 26-21.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you. Take away turnovers, because in any sport, basketball, football, you name it, turnovers is obviously the number one statistic that determines wins and losses in a game. Would you guys agree with that?
Yes.
I don't think that's really debatable.
Yes.
So take away turnovers. And let's use the game of football. What's the number one statistic that no matter whether you run the spread, whether you run the power I, doesn't matter what defense you run, what is the one statistic that determines a football game the most?
Outside of turnovers?
Outside of turnovers. Penalties? Is it time of possession? Is it passing yards, rushing yards? What would it be?
I'd say penalties. It's not turnover. It's got to be, well, yeah, I'm going to say field position's a big one.
Scoring?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It was my friend Phil
Take away
Buffington.
total points.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, it was my friend Phil Buffington. He was a great high jumper, great athlete. He asked me, he was a great high jumper, and I'd go over and sit and watch him and hold his gear for him. He was phenomenal. And he said, one of them says, "What do you think I need to do?" I said, "Well, jump high."
Yeah. You ready for one off the wall?
So what's the answer?
What's the answer?
Timeouts used.
Oh,
The team that uses the most timeouts loses almost every single time.
You know those kids you see in the mall that the parents have them on that thing that's
The
got
leash?
the leash?
Yeah.
That's what I feel like I'm on right now.
Yeah.
Chris has me
No,
taped down
seriously.
over here.
I think,
can't-
my statistics in
Trying to help you
basketball, Chris will tell you this, because I know very little about basketball, and I have to talk about it for like 3 hours whenever we do basketball broadcast. So I have to have a bunch of go-to lines, right? Yeah, so Chris will tell you my go-to line in basketball is number of shots attempted. If you can get more shots up than the other team,
I
you're
know
going to
very
win.
little about this sport.
hey, the Houston Rockets, they want 53 pointers a game. So.
I say number of plays ran. If you run a substantial amount of more plays than the other team, I think that statistic determines
funny.
who wins and loses more than else.
Just to go on your Sand Springs deal, Sand Springs won 3 in a row over Pump West, Sapulpa, and Yukon. They do play Ponca City this week. So, anyway, another game of note that was interesting. I
So
thought.
according to you two, we're not gonna munch that game at all. We're just gonna move on because
The
Ponca
Sands-
has no chance. Right?
No.
Okay.
No, they got their win. We're good there. So, Jinx goes to Broken Arrow 26-13. Broken Arrow, they're like the Texas A&M of high school football. They just they have the most kids by
A gazillion
800%,
miles, yeah.
and they can't
Can't win a game.
win against the
Yeah,
big boys. They're
yeah,
going to come over here to the West and be bullies, or I don't
Well,
know.
it's the opposite way in 5A.
Yes, it is
I mean,
opposite.
There's a
The
good
West.
reason for Broken Arrow, though.
Can't
I
wait
mean,
to hear this.
Jinx and Union.
I'm excited and nervous all at the same time.
They can't have 1 year out of 20.
Well, they've been in the finals several times. And I'll say this, Gary Ward never won a national championship. To actually win
Oh, I know.
a state championship, I can never hold anybody accountable for not doing that, because not only do you have to be the best team, you have to have breaks.
Yeah,
You know,
I
that
agree.
1 year, who was it when it was Lawton, Mack, and Carl Albert. And Lawton Mack had the ball around midfield
That makes my tummy
with
hurt.
a 11-point lead and the ball, and turned it over twice just on fluke turnovers.
Wow.
You know, that 1 year with Broken, and when Zach Veach was at Broken Arrow, they had Tulsa Union beat.
at Boone Pickens.
And it was 2 or 3 really fluke plays that got them. You remember that. We were there together.
Yeah, we were there.
So to say that they haven't won a state title, to me, does not mean that they have underachieved in any way, shape, or form.
5,000 plus students.
I don't disagree, but they have been in the finals, 3 or 4 times here in the last 10 years, which is very, very impressive. So, I mean, to say that, you'd have to say that Gary Ward underachieved, right? Because he was in the finals a bunch, but he never won. I certainly can't go there.
Yeah, Broken Arrow. Jinx got him 26-13. Broken Arrow started the season off with 3 losses. Union, South Lake Carroll, and Owasso. At Jinx that they beat the one team on the west side in Yukon for their only win this year.
To me, the Texas A&M.
And another game big this week. It's at Westmore. BA's at
Yeah.
Westmore, so that should be a great Westmore undefeated.
To me, the Texas
Westmore's our only
A&M.
shot on the west side. isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I think so.
To me, the Texas A&M of high school football is Mustang. They should be
Yeah, I mean they're
dominant
they're
on
huge.
this side of the state.
Yeah.
I mean, we went and saw Mustang play Stillwater. Why does that team look like that?
And they got taken to the to the
Yeah, I mean, that
outhouse.
should never happen to a Mustang. Now, give Stillwater credit. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no, I mean,
But Mustang
Stillwater
has
beat them up.
for every one kid Stillwater has to pick from. Mustang
Mustang's
has
got
2.
2 or 3.
Yeah, I mean that's just
right.
Norman North got the best of Mustangs, 76-31.
yeah. I mean that. Gee. Wow. And then every year, don't you hear? Well, Mustang's got a chance. They're the representative of the West Side, right?
Yeah.
They're going to represent the West Side. And then you go watch them play, and their offensive linemen are what, 6'1", 260, 270.
I just remember walking in over there and Chris or you said, "Look at that," and it was the offensive line, and they just looked different.
Oh,
I mean,
they
you're
do.
going, holy shit!
Boys, you guys
I
are
mean,
getting ready to see the difference between 5 and 6A tonight.
Yes.
It's not necessarily at the skill.
No, I don't think
it's-
it is. I think I think Carl Albert has as good a skilled kids as anybody in the state of Oklahoma.
Or better.
Yeah, they'd be they'd be on a top 5 team for sure in the state of Oklahoma, skill kids. I'm probably really underestimating that. Probably top 1 or 2 for skill kids.
I'd like to see some guys on.
But it's the big uglies up front, you know. I mean, they just don't look the same as those big boys.
And you know, like the 5A schools will have 1 or 2 guys that look like that up front, but the 6A schools, all 5 of them, they all do, and they probably had 3 or 4 on the bench that they could put in that you wouldn't miss a beat with.
Bixby Spartans got back in the win column. They took down Muskogee Ruffers. That game was in Bixby. Final score there was 38-23.
Did you guys hear Mike Leach's comment about beating USC last week? They asked him what the atmosphere was like.
I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. It's like Woodstock, only we had clothes on. It's like
I don't know
Woodstock,
why
only
I
have
thought of
clothes
that,
on.
but I don't know why I thought of that. But I think his Mustang used to throw the ball every down, so I thought of Mike Leach. And, that comment, that's pretty classic. All right, keep moving on.
Oh, no, that's good stuff. Midwest City took it to Phil's Deer Creek Antlers, 63-14.
Yes.
Deer Creek has some fancy buses, though. I saw that.
Beautiful
Do you not have any
buses.
clients in Deer Creek yet?
I do not want any clients in Deer Creek.
You
What
know,
did I just say?
No,
I think this joke is getting taken a little far.
It's your gag. So there you go.
Hey, guys, I've been joking for the last several years.
You are GIJKNO.
Altus took down Duncan, 35-15. Altus undefeated so far this year.
Wow.
Flex bone.
Flexbone, yep. The Bulldogs, perfect 5-0.
What's their quarterback's name?
Last year?
No,
a couple
this
year
year.
ago?
It's
This year.
It's the
I can't
coach's
remember.
son. Yeah.
But we'll find out. Another big game this week is the Bulldogs are going to Ardmore. So that will be one of 2 challenges left for Altus to stay undefeated this year.
So if Altus goes to Ardmore and plays them within a touchdown or so, would you have to say they're the 3rd best team in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Because Ardmore played Carl Albert
I think so.
within a couple touchdowns, and
28-12.
I don't think I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, it's all about matchups, the way that people play offense. I say this every week. It's not about who has the best players. It's about whether your offense matches up against their defense. And if it doesn't, for instance, OSU's offense matched up against Pittsburgh's defense perfectly. It didn't match up. Our defense just did not match up with what TCU was doing at all.
Right.
It wasn't that they had better players. It was just a nightmare of a matchup for Coach Spencer to try to figure out.
Yeah, and going real quick to high school, it seems like I bring up this school every week, but it just blows my mind how fast it drops. McAllister 0-5, and they've scored 7 points in the last 4 weeks. They've been shut out 3 of the last 4 games, and they opened up the season with a loss to Bartlesville. Bartlesville's only win this year in week 1. That was 30-25, but so McAllister's 0-5 and has scored 32 points in 5 games.
Well, I'll give you an example of McAllister, the west side of the state McAllister team, Woodward. When you're disconnected from a major metropolis like Oklahoma City or Tulsa, okay, and literally you are playing only the kids that grew up in that community, okay, you're not getting a move-in in the 6th grade or a move-in in the 9th grade. You're stuck with who you got. You're not going to get anybody to move. So there's going to be times like Woodward right now is up. 5 years ago, they were way down, because they're not attached to an Oklahoma City. So you're not getting move-ins. McAllister, you'll get a group of 2 or 3 kids that are pretty good, and they'll get back up, but it'll go right back down. And that's the way – you talked about this last week, Phil. That's the way high school sports should be.
Right. I mean, it's just part of the beauty of high school sports is the ebb and flow. I mean, it is the up and downs. You can go back. You can look at – remember Ada – how many state titles did Ada win?
15,
17.
I
mean, a ton, right? And
Every year Brandon Daniels was there.
Yeah, and they're still very respectful program.
Pawnee.
But they're not like they once were.
Look at Hominy this year.
Yeah.
All
you got to do is you don't have to look any farther than Jinx.
Yeah.
Start out 0-4.
Pawnee was winning basketball and football titles 6 or 7 years ago with Keaton Page and Grant Jones and his brother and obviously Keaton's dad David Page coaching over there, wonderful coach.
Who still had one of the best lines ever when we asked him years ago. if he played one-on-one against us Sunday morning. He said he played it last time he played Keaton. I think he said he was like 9 years old, and he said he beat him by one, and he never played him again.
Never played him again. We fit up a defensive play in team drills the other day after about play number 6, and I'm like, that's it, we're done.
We're done.
When you get to break, by the way, our Nova Bears tasted defeat for the first time. They ran into a Coweta team and lost that game 48-19.
Ooh.
So Nova Bears go away from the unranked. So
Ooh, you seem not upset about that.
no, I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Coweta got him. We need to take a break. Your
Tom Dorados?
Your drinking, your labels need to come off because we're on video.
Oh.
So we need to take those labels
Oh,
off.
said it right down
you
there.
mean we can't Diet Coke's not a good label to have on there?
We're going to take a time out. We come back. We're going to talk about a little bit about the weather. One game has already been moved up to 6 o'clock to avoid that. Guthrie can't do that. It's homecoming week. So
Goodness.
we'll talk about that after this timeout. This is the High School Huddle presented by the Legacy WAG.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
These tenders have always been my number one. Crispy, tasty, crazy delicious. They rule.
Celebrate Golden Chick's golden anniversary with Golden Tenders. Pick up the $6 3-tender deal today. 3 crispy hand-battered tenders, fries or mashed potatoes, a hot roll, gravy or sauce, and a 20-ounce drink. All for just $6.
50 years. You rock, Golden Chick.
Golden Chick.
At Brown Engineering, our civil and environmental engineering services specialize in water systems for rural water districts and small communities in Oklahoma. Our architectural services specialize in civic and commercial architecture for small to medium-sized communities throughout the state. For engineering projects, call Phil Brown or Mike Brown. And for architectural projects, contact Jana Phillips at 405-372-4848. Brown Engineering, Architecture and Engineering.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group is who we brought to you by. Making smarter business decisions every day. Casey Porter, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Getting set for another week of high school football. And it has rained tons. And there's a lot of rain, I think, still in the forecast for Thursday and Friday. And Southmore and Norman North have moved their game up from 7 o'clock to 6 o'clock.
The state fair rains are about a week late.
Yeah.
This usually happens.
Well, the
right
bluegrass
now.
is here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Here in Guthrie, it always rains when the bluegrass comes to town.
Yep.
So
That ain't good, is it?
I was down there earlier, and it is a swamp down there. Ugh.
Absolutely. Yeah, last I looked, it was 3 inches of rain, and it had a couple of heavy rainfalls after that. So we're probably close to 4 inches
I can tell you
of rain. I bet you can. Hey, real quick, some scores before we get into some of the big games this week. And there's a slew of them. Kingfisher last week took down Perkins 43-14. What are we looking at?
3.76.
3.76 inches of rain.
Y'all want to know what the soil temperature is outside?
Absolutely.
You had to ask.
Yeah. I didn't ask.
Spell soil.
ILOS.
4 letters.
I know. It's just it doesn't really even amaze me anymore.
I know. It's the Cushing Tigers, guys, go down to Bristow 14 to 6 as Bristow gets the touchdown in the fourth quarter. It was a 7-0 game at halftime, and Cushing got their first score in the third quarter, 7-6, but that's the only score they could get.
Wow.
Matt Yates had a 6-yard pass from Cade Holderred, and the kick was good, but a 13-yard run by Bristow in the fourth quarter takes down the Tigers 14-6. Cushing now 3-3 on the season. Yeah.
Phil, your quiz. We went over it last week.
Oh, boy.
Bristow. Mascot.
Who?
Bristow.
Bears.
No.
Bulldogs.
It's not the Panthers, not the Tigers.
It's PP.
PP. I mean, there's a lot of things I can say right now. I'm not going to.
Purple
Pirates.
There you go.
Hey, by the way, do you want
I said they're not the Purple Pirates.
Do you want the 2-inch soil temperature or the 4-inch soil temperature?
4-inch.
4-inch. Well, 2 inches 74. I'll have to. 4 inches 75.
And Bermuda
If
grass.
we had a ruler here, we could show.
Okay, not have mute.
Bermuda needs 70 or above. Yeah.
70 or above. Yeah.
And
I'm
12
just
hours.
saying the depth of the soil is 4 inches.
Kingfisher, as mentioned, took down Perkins 43-14. Perkins 3-3. Kingfisher 5-1 on the season.
5-1.
The one loss was week 2 or week 3.
Who are we talking about?
Kingfisher.
They've had 1 week that they didn't play very well.
Yeah, that was Bethany.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
The
they allowed
Broncos.
2 runners or two guys go over 300 yards running the ball on that night.
The Broncos.
Boy,
Bethany has some nice facilities, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Goodness
They do.
gracious. Baseball field is very nice.
Kingfisher, hey, real quick, Kingfisher's 5-1. They're going to beat Chandler. They're 6-1. They're going to beat Centennial. That's 7-1. They're going to beat Blackwell. That's 8-1.
Mhm.
Hey, Kingfisher
No
went
doubt.
out. Yeah.
No doubt. Hey, do you know who the Bethany baseball coach is?
It used to be. I know who it
Why
used
does
to
he
be.
do this?
It's Jim
to us?
Drummond.
Jim Drummond.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, former Putnam City coach.
Oh, yeah, Jim.
Yeah.
Long
Coach
time.
Ledbetter moved over to Edmond North.
Oh,
and
he
then-
went to Evan North.
Oh,
Okay.
Letty did?
And then,
Yeah.
And then
Ledbetter.
Coach Drummond took over. For
Letty's his nickname.
Coach Drummond was an assistant over at
Putnam City.
well, he was the head coach at Putnam City.
for a long
Then I think he went to UConn.
But
and
did he?
helped-
I didn't
and
know
helped,
that.
helped
Okay.
UConn. I think it was
Helped
UConn
Kevin
for a little
over
bit.
there.
And now head coach over at what school?
The Bethany Broncos.
Bethany. Yeah. That's a good fit. That's a good fit. He's a really good guy.
Exactly what I would say.
Okay, Phil. All right, let's take a look at some of the games of the week here in the state of Oklahoma. And
Are we gonna save the game of the week for last, or are we gonna just dive right into it?
Let's just dive right into it.
Dive right into it. Who's gonna win?
McGinnis at Carl Albert.
Oh,
it's the rematch.
Oh,
it's the rematch of last year's state
it's not
championship
the Logan
game.
County War. It's not the game of the week.
Cashin and Crescent. That's
Carl
my game.
Albert's going to win that game by multiple
3 touchdowns.
We got a rematch of last year's state championship game.
And hype it all you want. Carl Albert's going to win by 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Last year.
Crescent?
They weren't in the state championship game.
No, I'm talking about.
You said it was a rematch of the state championship.
I'm talking about McGinnis, Carl Albert.
Hang in there, buddy. Keep fighting for it.
We'll keep fighting. Well, last week I gave the high school huddle game of the week, and you both went. According to who? We didn't talk about that.
All right, I guess
I had
it
to
is.
stop doing that. Sorry.
Guess it is.
Chris is pulling my card out on me now.
See, I like that Stillwater Lawton game, but we'll go back to what you want it to be. Game of the week.
McGinnis, Carl Albert.
Yeah.
Rematch last year's title game. Both teams undefeated.
Yep.
It's for the district championship. Both teams will not be contested for the rest of the regular season after
Guyman's
Friday
not
night.
Playing where? Where are they playing?
Guyman got shut out at Carl Albert last week, 63-0.
Where are they playing?
They are in Midwest City.
Hey, by the way, who's the best athlete
Timeout,
at Carl Albert? Which one of the Valleys is the best athlete?
Oh, it's the daughter. Not even close. What's her name? What's her first name?
She's going to Tulsa. I don't know her first name.
We need to find out her first name because I'm really tired of saying her daughter. The daughter.
No doubt.
I mean, let me effort that. Go ahead. I'm working on it, Coach, if you're listening.
By the
That's
way,
great.
it is regional week for the softball teams out there. So
Guthrie is in Duncan. No,
Ardmore.
Ardmore, yes.
Yep.
They play No, they're not. They're playing Ardmore, but they're in Lawton.
No, they're in Ardmore. I don't know who they're playing, but they're in Ardmore. I looked at it before I handed over here.
My source, which was a pretty good one, was wrong then.
Well, then OSSA is wrong. That's where I saw it today.
Oh, boy. I don't like when Mom and Dad fight. Will you guys just quit, please?
So my source is going to get off the bus and go, where are we at?
You have a source or a sub-source?
A good source.
A good source.
Oh, boy.
Well, no. I have a source.
Okay.
That I thought was
good.
You can't really go with anything.
Zadie LaValle is the best player. No, wait a second.
Hey, Phil.
Audrey LaValle.
Get that Carl Albert stuff off of your iPad, and I don't want to ever see it again.
Well, I efforted. Audrey.
What am I going to look over there and see Deer Creek roster on your iPad next?
No.
Or what are we going to
The scariest part about this is there's another LaValle that's a sophomore.
Oh, yeah.
That's a stud.
That's the one.
The sophomore's a stud? That's Zadie.
Zadie.
Yeah, she's the stud.
Zadie.
She can go play for OU right now.
Yeah.
Really?
She's good.
Okay, Zadie, you are the best LaValle.
Have I ever told you my
there
Carl
is.
Albert softball story?
Whatever it is, it wasn't a loss. If you played them.
Oh, boy.
Mike
That
Gundy's
hurt.
niece
That'll
was
leave a
playing.
mark.
I'm just being honest.
When they
When
hit
did we
one
start
off
doing
my,
that to each other?
They hit one off my third baseman, and I walk out, and she's trying not to cry. She's very tough. And walk out there, and Mike Gundy's niece had just hit one off her knee because she didn't have time enough to react to get her glove down, so it hit it straight off.
Was
the
that
shin.
hot?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And I walk out there, and she goes, Coach, I need to do one of two things. I said, what's that? She goes, I either need to get a lot quicker or I need to back up. I said, well, and if I were you, I think I'd back up.
Yeah, I got to do both. That's good.
Number 2 game, Stillwater at Lawton. We kind of touched on this a little bit here, but Stillwater, this is one of their 2 big hurdles left of the season.
I'm pulling for them. Man, I want Pioneers
Phil?
to get out there to win.
Phil, who's going to win?
I'm going to go with Stillwater.
Oh, really? Wow.
I'm going Lawton.
Yeah, no, I'm going with
too,
Stillwater.
yeah.
I'm going Stilly. Phil Nichols, all you Stillwater listeners. Phil Nichols.
They're listening to the coaches show. They're not listening
Stillwater.
to us.
They'll watch it on the
replay.
Yeah,
Replay.
Stillwater.
I think this is going to be Stillwater's first slip up just for a myriad of reasons. You have inexperience versus a Lawton team that I'm just telling you, man, they're going to roll out there with some swag after making the
So their 2 losses
state
are to
finals a
Carl
year
Albert
ago.
and who else?
Who?
Lawton.
Lawton. They lost to Carl Albert, and then who else did they lose
Barely
to?
lost to Carl
Yeah,
Albert.
Yeah,
right.
it really should have been tied up going overtime.
Yeah, they almost went for 2, didn't. Changed their mind, went for 1 to tie the game, then had a bad snap.
Yeah. Talk something yourself. I can find out the Lawton thing real quick.
Yeah, and if you remember last year, Lawton in the first round of the playoffs beat Muskogee.
Yeah.
Got down pretty big in the
Not in
first.
the first round.
Well, second round, yeah.
Yeah. No. Was it second or was it semis?
Well, there's only 16 teams.
It would be the yeah. So well, semi sounds better. Made to the semis.
Yeah, they're in the top 10. Well, there's only 15 teams.
Sorry,
wrong with that?
6AD2.
What's wrong with that?
Oh,
At least you're not calling it 6A JV anymore.
I've grown. I've gotten much more mature over the last couple of years.
Is that kind of like whenever the big screens went from the big boxes to the wide screens, and they kept telling you that eventually you'd adjust? And
that's right.
After a while, that you'd like it, and I was like, "There's no way." Now, like if something's not widescreen, if it's a box,
drives you crazy.
It's like, dang, I can't see anything now.
Yeah. Okay, you guys stop talking now.
Oh, okay. We're going nowhere.
We're completely out of content.
That's good call on your part.
Carl Albert Lawton slipped to Carl Albert week 1 by 1 point, and they slipped up some team in Midwest City by 6 points. Yeah. So that's a pretty good schedule right there.
Not bad. Yeah.
And Lawton, after they play Stillwater, they're done the rest of the year as far as thinking about losing. Well, maybe Choctaw, maybe.
Oh, Stillwater's exactly like OSU. I got to find out what they're going to be like when they can't throw it deep and when they can't run the ball. What are they going to do for offense at that point?
Play great defense.
Okay, so we all went with Carl Albert.
Yeah.
And
I'm going with Stillwater.
You're going with Stillwater. Yeah. Okay. Casey, you're going with Stillwater? No. You're going with Lawton. I am also going with
and it won't be alarming to me if Stillwater does lose. I don't think that it'll affect their season one bit.
Okay,
all right.
I got you.
We got some other games to get to, but we got to take a timeout here. It's our second timeout here on the High School Huddles. We'll take you up to the top of the hour, and we're going to talk about some big ones. Broken Arrow Westmore, Altus Ardmore, Crescent Casham.
The big boy.
The Logan County battle. Everyone in Logan County wants to talk about that, and we'll do that after this timeout. This is the High School Huddle presented by the Legacy Wealth Advisory Group.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more. A lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
These tenders have always been my number one. Crispy, tasty, crazy delicious. They rule.
Celebrate Golden Chick's golden anniversary with Golden Tenders. Pick up the $6 3-tender deal today. 3 crispy hand-battered tenders, fries or mashed potatoes, a hot roll, gravy or sauce, and a 20-ounce drink. All for just $6.
50 years. You rock, Golden Chick.
Golden Chick.
At Brown Engineering, our civil and environmental engineering services specialize in water systems for rural water districts and small communities in Oklahoma. Our architectural services specialize in civic and commercial architecture for small to medium-sized communities throughout the state. For engineering projects, call Phil Brown or Mike Brown. And for architectural projects, contact Jana Phillips at 405-372-4848. Brown Engineering, Architecture and Engineering. Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Phil Nichols, Casey Porter, Chris Evans with you here, Stillwater Radio, Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI, taking you to the top of the hour. We are brought to you by Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, making smarter business decisions every day. Go to the website, legacywag.com. Also check out legacywagbenefits.com. And a lot of people coming on board here last couple of weeks.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot going on. And
a lot going on.
A lot of the one of the cool things we're starting to do more and more of too is, if you're a business owner, you own commercial property, and cost segregation studies are a neat thing to have done. There's some great tax advantages to that. You can give us a call. We can help point you in the right direction.
What?
Segregation studies. So there's a variety of things that we have great folks that work with us that really make all this stuff go, and so we'd love to talk to you about high school sports.
And you can do a lot of different things out there, because I know we've talked to you about there's not just this, here's what we got here, but we got a long list of things that we can do.
And the key is you got to have great people that are actually delivering those services, and we're blessed in that regard. So,
Phil, what in the world was wrong with Perry?
Brother, 58-36 to Newkirk. I mean,
Newkirk's 3-2. I mean, they're kind of the surprise of.
But that is a shocker.
Man,
I mean, we had the Perry coach on last year, and
Coach Cole.
Yeah, he talked about, they
throw the ball all the time.
Throw it and not going to apologize for it, and looks like they need to throw it a couple more times last week, maybe.
Gave up 58 points.
That's tough.
Now, when you throw the old theory, the old-timer theory, I'm throwing the ball.
2 out of 3 are bad.
Well, not only that, but if you throw the ball ever down, you're going to end up being soft. Because how do you practice against a team that's going to smash mouth run the ball against you if that's not – how are you going to play against that team if that's not what you do in practice every day?
That was the biggest thing Mike Leach ran into at Tech.
Correct. So, how do you do that? If your offense is predicated on throwing it ever down, then you play teams that smash mouth run it right at you. How do you make that adjustment?
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, to your point, if you don't practice – and really, guys, look at Altus. I mean, I think we would all agree part of the reason why they have a lot of success is the offense they run and nobody sees it. It's a different deal. In the world of stretch offenses and spinning the ball all over the place and doing all the things they're doing, I mean, you run into an old power rushing game. I mean, that's a shocker, Chris. That'll get your attention pretty quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So. And Casey mentioned Mike Leach. Maybe think of OSU, Texas Tech. Ain't it amazing the team who has the ball always wins that ball?
But OSU's won the last 9 straight. I was shocked by that too. 9 straight games. I mean, that's getting on the. They're all close games, but it's borderline dominance if you won the last 9, right?
Absolutely.
Not even borderline. That is dominance, but they're always close ball games, it seems like.
Let's go back to high school football here in another 5A matchup. Not very times do you get a couple of games in 5A that make the top 10 list.
Before you move on, the best game out of all of those was the one where the John Marshall kid, John Holland, I don't think he's from John Marshall, he was an Oklahoma boy, made the interception. And the second best one was Mike Gundy's first win over Texas Tech. If you remember, OSU got the ball down to the 3-yard line with 2 minutes to go, and Tech had no timeouts. You know what he did, Phil? He took 3 knees. Instead of scoring the touchdown, he took 3 knees and kicked the field goal with no time on the clock to win the game.
That's pretty good.
That's good strategy.
That's good strategy.
Deer Creek could have used that strategy one year, right?
Yeah.
2012.
Keep taking knees. Keep taking knees. Keep taking knees.
2012.
Okay, go ahead.
I love my Deer Creek Anglers.
Altus Bulldogs, one of the lone undefeated teams in 5A football. Altus, Carl Albert, and McGinnis. Noble dropped from that. But Altus is at Ardmore. This is one of those classic
What's
Southern.
the date today?
Today's date?
Yeah.
The 4th?
Okay, so it's not the 11th?
No.
So you're not making that statement on the 11th that Altus is one of the lone undefeated teams in state of Oklahoma?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
Will you be making that statement on the 11th?
No. The Tigers will go down or will host Altus and go 5-1 on the year.
I'm going to go with Altus in that ball game.
Why?
Because I said Ardmore?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's good radio, Chris.
Over-under on 10 passes in the game.
Under.
Take the under. Case? Sorry, 10.5.
If Altus gets a lead,
I'm fresh off Vegas.
If Altus gets a lead, Ardmore will throw it, but Altus will not throw the ball.
Yeah.
Even if they're behind. So
the over/under on Altus. If 5's the
10's
number,
way
what's
too
the
high.
over/under on Altus?
Over/under should be around 6 or 7. Both teams average throwing it about 3 times a game.
Right.
Yeah, I was going with both teams.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, over/under. Okay.
I'm gonna go
a
under
high school
at 10.
football game. You have what? Do you have 20-minute halves or 15-minute halves? Do they put 15?
Halftime?
Yeah.
It's 20.
20. It is 20, isn't it? It's 20.
It's
isn't it?
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had 20-minute halves and 48 minutes of time on the clock, right? So 68 minutes. It has to last 68 minutes.
Yes.
Right? The game
Yes.
has to last 68 minutes.
So that's 8:08.
And then you have in between the first quarter and second quarter, and then between the third and fourth, there's 1 minute.
6:12.
So that's
8:12.
Okay. So how many minutes above what they have to play will that game last?
Will it make it to 9 o'clock?
Ooh.
Be close.
Be pushing it.
It'd make it to Phil's bedtime.
Sleepy time. We
Is there
call it
not-
the Nichols house.
Did I just see three 5A games in the top 10? Dell City at Lawton MacArthur? That game's on Thursday.
Well, everybody that's not from a inner city school is ranked in 5A, right?
Yeah. Seems like it. Seems like it.
All right, we wasted enough time. Class A,
here we go.
number 2 Crescent visiting Cashin. Cashin
Game of the
5-1
week.
on the year. It is a Highway 74 battle there. And Crescent, they're perfect 5-0. Cashin won 7-0 week 1, lost in week 2. Have won, 4 in a row now? Or
3 in a row.
3 in a row now.
4 in a row.
Yeah, since week 1. No, since week 2.
Yeah.
Since week 2. They've won 3 in a row. No, 4 in a row.
4 in a row.
4 in a row, excuse me.
5-1.
And so
they played 6 games.
Mm-hmm.
So
0
they had 0 week and no bye.
so far.
so far. They'll have a bye late in the
I
year.
forgot what team it was. They have a bye week 10.
Buys
And they're-
just
Yes.
keeps taking on.
And they're
this.
not-
It's
and they're
a
not-
team that's not going to make the playoffs.
And they're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
Was
That
it
was
Corn
psyched.
Bible Academy?
I don't know. CBA, collective bargaining agreement. That's
Oh,
all.
boy.
That's Coach Tarter's favorite team. He would always pick a team out of the hat. And one year I had lunch duty with him, and Corn Bible Academy was the team that he. They didn't have a very good year. I got to hear all about them.
Well, here we go, guys. Crescent has its best team in several years. And it looked like Crescent was just going to go into Cashin and just rough them up a couple weeks ago the way Cashin. But Cashin has built that momentum. And so Cashin has all the Cashin's a young team. Crescent has all the veterans. But Cashin has the we beat you several times, or Crescent
Every
hasn't
time.
done that. Crescent has not done that yet. So
Every time.
It's it has a great it's great on paper. We'll see how it plays Friday night.
Who you think, Case?
Go ahead.
Who you taking on this
Go
one,
ahead.
Case?
Crescent Tiger is going to stay undefeated. They're going
listen to him.
Chris jumped right off the
Crescent
fence.
Tigers are getting on the bus and heading south into Cashin and coming away with a victory.
I'm
huh?
just telling you, better get some extra deputies from Logan County in Crescent.
Holy
'cause they-
smokes. Now, here's the question. Are they going to turn west on Highway 33, or are they going to keep going a little bit south and turn on the 74?
They'll turn west.
They'll turn west
Yeah,
on 33
I think
first?
so. Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to turn west, and then they're going to turn back to the south. They're going to roll in. They're going to play the game, and they're going to leave.
And then they go right back home.
They're going to leave 5-1.
And the party's on. And the party's on.
They're going to leave 5-1.
well, I got
Are they
Crescent.
5-0 right now?
I got Crescent. Phil's got Cashin. I guess we need one
Case
deciding
the tiebreaker.
factor.
Phil has Cashin every week. It doesn't matter who they're playing.
That's not true.
They could be playing OSU and Phil would have Cashin.
Now, if they were playing
not true.
KU
That's
every
not
week,
true.
That's not true. So who you picking, Kate?
Oh, I gotta get a pick. Okay.
I don't know if you've noticed or not, but we're not leaving.
I am going with the Cashin Wildcats.
Ooh.
They're at home, and until I've learned this trick from Kirk Herbstreit. Until Crescent proves that they can beat Cashin, I'm not going to believe it till I see it.
Yeah.
It's like Crescent's so amped up so much
If you're calling plays for Crescent in a tie game in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go, you're calling them with much more stress than if you're on the Cats.
So much more stress. It's not even fair.
Oh, my gosh.
Even fair.
Now, I will say this, and I have a lot of friends from Cashin, Oklahoma. I don't care. I'm rooting for Crescent. I'm rooting for Crescent. Phil, who are you rooting for?
Cashin.
Okay. Well, dumb question. Sorry. Chris, who are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for Crescent.
Yes, I'm rooting for Crescent.
Absolutely.
I'm rooting for Crescent.
Rooting for Crescent.
They can win once, right?
You got a sponsor over there?
They can win one time, right?
Absolutely. It's just not going to be this year.
I get my lawnmowers and stuff fixed over there.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to be in there talking any smack.
Good. There's some good Mexican food over there.
I tend to drive really fast when I go through Crescent.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Do not do that. The co-op over there is a really good place.
Yeah. There's a lot of good people in both towns. We're joking around, having some fun, but that's became one of the best
So we got
small
two
ball
Cash
series
and one
around.
Crescent.
Yeah, 2 Cash and 1 Crescent.
Crescent's one of those towns, small towns. Most of those small towns have gone away.
Yeah.
But they still have their town.
You're right, exactly.
That's a neat little town. That's like all those towns used to be 60, 70
absolutely.
years ago.
We need to take a break, but I just now noticed this.
No, we're not done yet?
No, we got one more. We got one more break. Yeah.
Good for us and good for the listeners, right?
Yeah. Hey, boy, this is just the Stillwater Pioneers show. I just see here that the Pioneers are the only undefeated team in 6A Division II.
And they're ranked 3rd, right?
Wait, again, what is the date?
Today's October 4th.
It's not the 11th?
It's not the 11th
Okay.
yet.
Here we go.
Well, no, it's not October 6th at 10 o'clock yet.
Hey, I'm excited about this Friday. Homecoming for Guthrie, all the great stuff there. And I'm excited about all that. But I'm most excited that my son and daughter-in-law are flying in from Italy. My son serves in the United States Air Force. And
well, congratulations.
Thank you, brother. Very, very proud of all of our kids. Very proud of Jake and Hannah. But we will be back. They will be back, I should say. They land at 9:30, a little after 9, actually. So
you can listen to the broadcast.
I'll be chucking off the old headset and heading to the airport to pick up my kiddos. And
do you Bluetooth?
No, I'm saying you can listen to our game on the
Absolutely.
Do you even Bluetooth?
What does that mean?
No. Yeah. Well, then the answer is no.
He talks on his Bluetooth, but not,
Oh, my car, my truck? Yeah, I got that button thing.
So he
hit.
Bluetooths, he just doesn't know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I hit a button and it works.
He asked off a month and a half ago.
I did.
It was granted. So
I did.
With that, we need to take our final timeout, come back, and wrap it up. This is a High School Huddle presented by the Legacy Wealth Advisory Group.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600. At Brown Engineering, our civil and environmental engineering services specialize in water systems for rural water districts and small communities in Oklahoma. Our architectural services specialize in civic and commercial architecture for small to medium-sized communities throughout the state. For engineering projects, call Phil Brown or Mike Brown. And for architectural projects, contact Jana Phillips at 405-372-4848. Brown Engineering, Architecture and Engineering. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
These tenders have always been my number one. Crispy, tasty, crazy delicious. They rule.
Celebrate Golden Shake's golden anniversary with Golden Tenders. Pick up the $6 3-tender deal today. 3 crispy hand-battered tenders, fries or mashed potatoes, a hot roll, gravy or sauce, and a 20-ounce drink. All for just $6.
50 years. You rock, Golden Chick.
Golden Chick.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Final segment. Crescent trying to stay undefeated against Cashion this week. More importantly, Crescent trying to get to 2-0 in district play. Cashion trying to get to 3-0 in district play. Morrison right there at 1-1. Pawnee?
Hey, Pawnee Black Bears 2-0. They've beaten Yale and Drumright. Now, Phil, do you know Drumright's mascot?
Oh, absolutely. It's the Dragons.
Starts with a T.
Tornadoes.
Red Tornadoes, absolutely.
It was a Eureka Tornadoes.
Yeah, now can you name a former Guthrie coach that came from Drumright?
Why does he do this to me? Still here? Oh, he said former Guthrie
I think
coach.
He lives in Stillwater now.
Oh, basketball coach.
Yeah, you'll see him at OSU.
He's in Lions Club with him.
Yeah.
And he's
got a street named after his dad. Is that right?
Cecil.
Help me out.
Charles.
Charles.
Who?
Charles Crooks.
Crooks, yeah.
Former
Crooks.
Guthrie basketball coach.
Yes. He's Drumright.
Yes.
Came from Drumright.
Really? Mm-hmm. I miss him at Lions Club. Good guy.
He's at all the OSU girls basketball games, OSU boys basketball games, all that good
basketball
stuff.
during the day. They have a neat little gym there too.
I love
it. As a referee, you dress underneath the court. So man, while you're in there, all you can hear is basketballs dribbling the whole time. I mean, it's like it sounds like bombs are going off. It's unbelievable how loud it is.
Okay, we got radio duties. Guthrie is hosting Northwest Classic for Homecoming 2017. The game will be a blowout, we think there. So Blue Jays get back in the win column as Guthrie be favorites the rest of the way out, off to a tough 1-4 start. They have played a tough schedule. When you look at Ponca City and Enid, 6A numbers. Shawnee has 6A numbers, and then the two best teams as far as records are concerned outside of Altus, McGinnis and Crawford. So the tough part of Guthrie's schedule is now behind them. Now they got to go out and prove it on the field that they are the favorites in the next 5 weeks. Finish third in the playoffs and head off to Altus, Lawton Mac, or
winnable game.
Yes.
Whatever it may be.
It is winnable game. Okay.
It's been a heck of a – I mean, we say this all the time, it seems like, but I'll tell you, last week the kids played their tails off.
Did.
Yep, Guthrie's. We said when they get to this week here, how are they going to be mentally, how are they going to be physically, and I guess we'll start finding out here next several weeks. Without your radio duties, what game do you go to in the state of Oklahoma?
Not even debatable.
Crescent Cash.
Not even close.
Crescent Cash.
Not even close.
Crescent Cash.
You don't go see Stillwater
Matter
get beat?
of fact, I might go anyways. When it's 48-0 at halftime.
Where you go? So Phil's leaving at halftime, and you're leaving after the first quarter.
Yeah, that's correct.
Crescent, where's Casey?
Greg will be there.
Okay, yeah. You don't want to go see Stillwater get beat?
Long ways.
Too far. Okay.
And I think I already know what's going to happen.
Hey, I'm rooting for Stillwater, but I think Lawton will. I'm rooting for Stillwater.
No doubt.
Yeah. Rooting for Crescent.
And I wouldn't be shocked if Stillwater went down there.
Oh no, absolutely not. But I think, Lawton's good. I've seen him play on the computer a couple times. They're pretty darn good. And I saw him against Carl Alberts, so that was a good.
I got to see him play a half last year until the OSSA did away with the video feed. Then I got to listen to the rest of it and see a scoreboard the whole time.
Perry Maroons, see if they can get back in the win column. They started off 3-0. They've lost 3 in a row.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody in that community. There has to be some injuries or something.
So, yeah, Perry's on the outside looking in right now on the playoff. They got a tough district.
Coach Cole will get that figured out.
Got to get going there. So we are out of here. A big thank you to, again, our title sponsor, Legacy Wealth Advisory Group. Website, legacywag.com, legacybenefits.com, and employee benefits, Phil, estate planning, human resources, tax planning, all that.
Yeah. Give us a call. I'd love to talk to you and see if we can help you.
Absolutely. LegacyWag.com. That does it for another week here. And, boy, we got some big games to talk about next week as we recap it.
I do that real quick before we go. I got a funny story. So a guy that listens to the show, he's a client of mine, he goes, so if I'm title sponsored, do I get to do the radio show too?
Hey, by the way, Phil, we talk about Pawnee being 2-0, having a great program, and one of their wins is against Yale. If you're ever in Yale, go to the Dairy Hut and get a butterscotch ball.
Chocolate shake.
Absolutely fabulous.
The greasy burger.
The greasy burger, not bad.
And get one of each.
And you go to a place like that and you get a patty melt, and your life will change.
Absolutely.
Porter's changing our lives. How do you spell melt?
ELMT.
That's a good one.
Just like that, too. That's another 4-letter word.
The Dairy Hut, Phil.
Gotcha.
We are out of here. Best of luck to your team out there, and we're going to recap it all next week and look forward to the next week. As we get closer to the end of the season, district games are starting to matter, and they all matter, but the scenarios are starting to
add up, yeah.
And that's good because the college games are horrendous Saturdays.
Yeah.
I'm glad there's some good high school sports to watch.
Absolutely. For Jordan back in our Stillwater studio, appreciate her from keeping us going. Phil Nichols, Casey Porter, I'm Chris Evans. We'll talk to you next time on the High School Huddle presented by Legacy Wealth Advisory Group.
This has been the High School Huddle on Hot 93.7 FM. Be sure to tune in next week as we break down more of the top games and news from across the state of Oklahoma.